Okay, I think I can see everybody. Good morning, and I guess it's good evening to you guys in India. We are here in the Seattle, United States area, and our team, the Seahawks, won the Super Bowl. I don't know if you guys follow any of the Super Bowl stuff here in the
American
United
football,
States.
yeah.
American football, which is not soccer, but anyway. And we are here today and welcoming you to share with you the amazing world of natural solutions. So I'm Becky,
I'm Larry.
and again, we have been doing doTERRA for 13 years.
Mhm.
And Larry and I owned a print shop. And our print shop, we were very successful. We had it for 28 years. And we decided it was time for a new chapter in our life. So we put the shop up for sale and sold it, no kidding, 1 month before the pandemic happened. 1 month. And we were just blessed. And we knew that we were going to join this journey. Suzanne Hall asked us to join her to help bring these beautiful oils to India and help open up the market in India. And it's just been a joy. It's been an amazing journey to meet all these beautiful people and people who are interested in natural health solutions. And we've known for a long time that maybe the pharmaceuticals probably aren't the actual solution, that we want to look at the what the earth provides us and gives us for our bodies and supporting our bodies.
Yeah. And you've been to India 5 times
Yeah,
since 2020. Yeah.
we've been Larry, you've been twice.
I've been twice.
Yeah.
So you've been 5 times.
It's a quite the journey to get to India. It's not an easy feat sometimes when you got a lot of responsibilities to come for 3 weeks or a month at a time. It's a big commitment and expense. Um, okay, so you have choices, right? You have choices in making decisions. Like we talked about all the different things that the pharmaceuticals can provide, which are very important. And they didn't help me. Sometimes they don't actually do the whole thing. And so, what are our choices? Our choices are the modern approach. And for me, nothing was helping. Like, we went to even a naturopath doctor, and I was working off her probiotics and different solutions for helping heal my gut. And many of the modern approaches have symptoms. Like they only go after the symptom. I mean, they don't go after really the reason why we have that symptom in the first place,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. So pharmaceuticals, they'll just try to target whatever your biggest pain point is, and they'll try to alleviate that and give you some relief from whatever you're suffering from. But oftentimes it doesn't go to the root cause. And so that it's still persisting. It's just that they've masked that pain.
And when you think about when you go to the doctor, what kind of questions do they ask you? Do they ask you, what is your diet? Do you exercise? I mean, we know these things, but do we actually do them? I mean, what are we eating every day?
Exactly.
This stuff kind of continually insults our body over time. Did you know that I think this number is wrong? I think you could add a few zeros after it. $6.5 trillion dollars a year spent on global healthcare. I think it's 1,650 trillion. Well, especially after the pandemic with all the vaccines and stuff. I mean, you just can't even probably put a number on that. I think it's just a ton of money spent. And are we any healthier? And I really have to ask that question. I see that here in the United States, we're supposed to be the leading country on healthcare, right? And we are like number 38, in the modern age. And I just think it's just really a crime. And so when I was introduced to essential oils, um, it actually started going after the root cause. Why did I have such a horrible stomach and all these food allergies and stuff? And it really goes back from essential oils are extracted from plants, and they're like our bodies, they're made from a cellular base. So our bodies are able to take on these oils and eat them up like yummy stuff for our bodies. And I just think it's really incredible. Unlike pharmaceuticals, which have many side effects, These essential oils don't. You can't be allergic to the essential oils because there's no protein in them. And so there's a really an incredible amount of benefits that can happen with this. And
Yeah, I think one of the interesting things was when we got first started with essential oils was like you would smell an oil and you would go like, oh no, no, I don't like that. And oftentimes it was like maybe a lavender. And it wasn't it wasn't doTERRA's, pure lavender that was sparking that reaction. It was that that person had a reaction to a synthetic lavender that they'd always used or smelt. And so that was the reaction they were getting. But when they were, took that out of the equation and started using the natural lavender, their body, they adapted it to it because they weren't allergic to the fragrance of the lavender. It was the synthetics that were in the lavender that they had used before.
yeah, that's it. Then they're actually causing inflammation, which goes to, what are essential oils? How do you use them? And how can you get them in your home? And when Larry was talking about many people go to these stores and they buy candles that are lavender scented or
Right.
lotions that are lavender, and they actually cause harm to their body. Our essential oils are not that. They're actually, here's a picture of a peppermint plant. And actually, when you zoom in on our microphone or microscope, you're able to see the essential oil sac on the back of the lavender plant or peppermint plant. These are the little thistly hairs that when you rub that peppermint, I don't know, I know you got me thinking about lavender, Larry. um, when you rub that leaf between your fingers like this, it actually is really fuzzy, right? Well, they're protecting the oil sac. When we distill that peppermint plant, we separate that oil sac, and that oil contains natural aromatic compounds that are distilled, and they are have so many benefits for our body. And it's really incredible that you get that smell and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, Larry, do you want to go with this one?
Well, this is a picture of a cell, and you can see the orange wavy line is the essential oil. And because the essential oils are more like our body, it's the only thing that can penetrate the cell membrane. So that's that outside line on the cell. And it can penetrate that cell membrane so that it can get inside the cell and attack the virus that's making us sick. So that's the natural effect that essential oils have, and that's the real advantage of it because a pharmaceutical or a synthetic can't penetrate that cell membrane.
Okay. And I love this picture too. And one of the things that when you put one drop of peppermint on the bottom of your feet, you can actually taste it in your mouth about 30 seconds to 2 minutes later. And that is just really powerful when you think about how effective one drop of oil can be. And it's only one dose is a drop, and it's just pennies. When you can think about all the cells that it's going through and penetrating through your body, it's just incredible. It takes 1.5 kilograms of peppermint leaf to reach one 15 ml bottle of essential oil. There's 250 drops to a bottle. So when you think about that, that's really incredible. And one drop also equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. And I know people in India love, love, love tea. And so it's just really healthy. Peppermint tea is really great for gut health. It's really great for nausea, headaches, a whole bunch of different
I think a
benefits.
couple things about peppermint. It's like I always loved it when I was introduced when they put it in your hand and you just breathe it. Because as a kid, I used to have asthma, so it was, breathing sometimes could be difficult. But God, this just felt like it just filled your lungs up with just oxygen and it was so energetic. I mean, it was such a great feeling and it smelled so good and stuff like that. And then I remember I introduced it to my friend and then he used to end up putting it on his toothpaste and he loved brushing his teeth with a drop of peppermint oil on
Yeah,
it.
he would use the On Guard toothpaste. We have a toothpaste too, and he would put the peppermint in there too. And I okay, so excuse me. Why don't Larry, why don't you take that?
Oh, you want to take this one? Okay, so the one thing that makes doTERRA the most trusted. I mean, that was the thing. It was like, why should I use these oils? And then when they showed you like where they source the oils, how they test the oils, how they distill them, how they bottle them, and how you can take them, internally and stuff like that. They're just proven that these are pure, trusted and tested oils. And you can see here, that it's very small in the essential oils. I mean, you get essential oils in like olive oil and cooking oil and stuff like that. A lot of the synthetic oils are for perfumes and stuff like that. And you can see how those dominate the market and how small of a sliver like a pure tested essential oil is that doTERRA provides for us. And it's, certified pure tested grade oils so that we can take them, internally, topically, and aromatically.
It's really interesting how the essential oil market is not regulated. You would think it would be because if you can put them on your skin and stuff, but it really is not. It's kind of, they're new back into the swing of things. They used to be around forever. I believe in the Egyptian tombs, they found frankincense essential oil. And over time, it just hasn't been a regulated thing. So doTERRA decided to raise the bar and actually do all this testing to ensure the purest oil are what you're going to get because they realize that when it's stretched with harmful fillers and contaminants, it's actually going to be harmful for your body. So we want to be sure that you're getting the purest form of essential oil. Every single bottle, every single oil bottle, you'll have a code on the bottom of it. And that code you can actually type into the website and actually see the testing of that oil. And that's just really very powerful. doTERRA wants to be transparent so you know you're getting the essence of every single goodness that the oils can provide. So, how to use the oils? You can use them aromatically, and aromatically is like what Larry said with peppermint. You could take a drop, put it in your hand, and just breathe over your nose. Oh my gosh, it's just incredible. You can use a diffuser, which is a wonderful device like this one here. And I love to put it in my office. It helps me really stay focused. Incredible. I can tell when I forget to turn it on, like how squirrely I get in the day. And so if you have kids who are trying to study and things, just go put that diffuser on and it will make a huge
It
difference.
does make a huge difference. And it is one of those things that you forget often, but then you're like, oh, the light bulb comes on and go like, oh, I should put my diffuser on.
And this is one of those things of really getting into the habit. Aromatic, putting a diffuser on in the living room or in the house is a really good way to get the goodness. So we can get the oils aromatically. And peppermint again is one of those oils that is powerful. It's when you think about all the benefits that a peppermint tea can provide you, you get so much more benefits from the peppermint essential oil. Topically,
I mean, topically, the first oil I used topically obviously was Deep Blue because, we all have aches and pains, maybe an injury of what a knee, shoulder, back, things like that. And it's such a good way to put on a specific area of your body, like I said, whether it be your back, your shoulder, your knee, something like that, or even the bottom of your feet, like we were just talking about in oil of the day, oregano is a wonderful oil. Like if you're feeling like you're getting the flu or something like that, to put on the bottom of your feet, because the bottom of your feet has the largest pores in your body. So the oil will actually travel through your body much quicker when applied to the bottom of your feet. And it's just a good place too if you're using them on children, using them dilute like in that picture. There's a roller bottle there, and that's a good way to dilute the oils and have them handy and to roll them on the bottom of feet.
another really cool thing about putting them on your feet is um, your feet is with reflexology, you have all these nerve endings that are at the bottom of your feet that
Mm.
circulate through the whole body. So you're actually sending these signals of these beautiful essential oils through your whole body. So it's a really good touch point to massage that into your feet. And again, Larry said deep blue is his favorite.
Yeah, yeah. Deep Blue is my favorite, because I'm older and everybody's got aches and pains. I mean, sometimes the very young people can have aches and pains or injuries and stuff like that. And it's such a wonderful oil to help alleviate and start to heal that and stuff.
Um, internal use is my favorite. So I love you want to always Citrus oils are really good to take internally as when you're drinking it throughout the day. And I notice when I'm in India, you guys do not drink very much water. You want to throw away all the plastic water bottles, okay? Throw away all the plastic water bottles and get a metal one like this, or a glass one, or a ceramic one. And you want to be putting 3 or 4 drops of like Meta Power is a beautiful essential oil. It's a blend citrus oils like lemon or lime. And it's very detoxifying, very refreshing and cleansing for the body. And so you can also put a drop under your tongue. You can also use a veggie capsule. And like oregano, when we were doing the oil of the day, oregano is a very hot oil. So putting a veggie cap is a really good way to do that. Now, lemon oil is one of Larry's favorites too. He
Lemon
loves
oil I use every morning. I wake up and the first thing I do is I get a glass of water and I put a drop of lemon oil. You usually get like 2 or 3 drops, but then I drink that because lemon oil is a natural body cleanser. So, when you ingest it, it really helps detoxify, your body. So
yeah,
it's
very
very
good.
good. Tastes great.
Okay. How do essential oils help you? And so I want you to think about gosh, what's going on in your family? What can you do to support your family in the natural solutions way? And if you go to your bathroom and you look at the medicine cabinet, what do you have in there that's natural solutions already? Or what are you taking that you want to maybe see if you could support your body in a natural way? And like feeling less, a lot of us especially in the United States. I think it's also in India where everybody's very anxious, a lot of stress going on. Just driving down the road with all the traffic and stuff, that's enough to really stress people out, I think. And the other thing that we found in India, there's a lot of pollution in the air, and that's going to be toxic to your body as well. So not only do we have emotions, that could cause a lot of health issues, but we also are dealing with stress that can cause health issues, and the toxicity. And we're going to go through here and talk about how we can feel better with having more energy, more vitality, sleeping better at night, not having gut issues, not having headache issues, and things like that. So we're going to go through a lot of different oils. Now, doTERRA has in India like, I think 80 different oils. I haven't really counted, but there's a ton of essential oils that we have available in India. And each oil comes up with a different breath of goodness, of components in it that can help support you. Now, just like Larry, his body is different than, say, um, Tamara's. We all have different history in our bodies and things like that. So maybe an oil may work really well for Larry, but it may not be the right solution for Tamara. So we want to go through and have a collection of oils to support us in different needs at different times. And so breathe oil is another one of Larry's favorites.
Yeah, yeah, because like I said, when I was a child, I had asthma really bad, and so I wish I would have had a breathe oil because I used to live on that little sprayer, that respirator sprayer, and pills and stuff like that to take care of an asthma attack. But things like breathe and what were we talking about before? Peppermint. Peppermint oil are wonderful oils to open airways and just to promote easy breathing.
And Breathe is actually a blend of single oils. So Breathe has a collection of really powerful oils to help support the respiratory. And so you'll hear us talk about blends that doTERRA could put together single oils to really support a power pack for that. Digestion is another blend, and this is my favorite oil. This is the whole reason why we're doing doTERRA. This was a life-saving product. I had major food allergies, and even people who don't have food allergies but maybe have gastrointestinal issues, heartburn, things like that. This oil is just an incredible product. I feel that with our society in today's age, many of our foods are contained with lots of contaminants like food preservatives, food coloring, things like that, where they're going to cause inflammation in the gut. So reach for Digestion. It's a perfect oil to be traveling with. Keep it in your purse or your bag when you're going around, and you never know when you have an episode of something where you need the bathroom really quick. Okay. Lavender. Lavender is the Swiss Army knife. It's a single oil. And what's really cool about lavender is we grow it here in our backyard. But lavender actually is sourced in Italy. Because it's being sourced in a country where it has the most harsher environment, where this lavender has more healing constituents in the lavender than the lavender we can grow in our backyard. So doTERRA goes all over the world looking for the right plant and the right benefits for that we're going to get the most
That's the right
benefit.
environment for that
Hmm.
particular plant too.
And this one here is a must-have in every home. It has over 200 healing constituents to use. Like if in doubt, like reach for lavender. It's just a really powerful oil. I want to do on
On
guard.
Guard, yeah. So On Guard is just a great everyday oil, and I think it's an oil that has really helped me like fight off the common cold that I used to constantly have. And in things like you can feel like some illness coming on. So On Guard's just one of those things that so many people will take daily, even if it's just to put a drop on your thumb and to press it on the roof of your mouth or to put a couple drops under your tongue. It tastes great. It really has it has some cinnamon oil in it, so it has kind of a hot, spicy, cinnamony taste to it, stuff like that. I used to like to put it into a veggie cap and take it that way, just because it was a little spicy for me, but I take it every day, and I believe that it's one of those things that really keep you healthy.
Serenity is a really wonderful blend as well for helping with sleep and supporting a restful night. And it's really a calming oil. I like to use it too before maybe going on stage and talking, and it's just a way to help calm those nerves and whatnot. Adaptive is also a very calming blend. It's a real good one to use for emotional support. So I work at a suicide prevention center a few days a week, just here and there, to be able to help support those high acuity of emotions. And so if you're dealing with kids who are hyperactive or can't focus for testing and whatnot, this is a beautiful oil to use to help have effective work and study. And I love the smell of it. Men love the smell. It's not perfumey, but it just really talks to our
Kind of
bodies.
a grounding, calming effect.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So frankincense is absolutely my favorite oil. So if you ask most people as their favorite oil, most people will say frankincense, and it's the oil that's probably the most famous. And I love the story behind frankincense on how it's harvested and how it's produced and how it's brought to doTERRA. And so it's another oil that I take every day. I will put it in a veggie cap and take a few drops of that every day. I will put a drop on my thumb and press it on the roof of my mouth. And so I really, really feel connected. If I feel connected to any oil, it's frankincense.
When I first was introduced to the essential oils, and I realized when she was sharing with me the kits that you can buy to get started, and when frankincense was in the kit, we used to go to church and they would do frankincense at Christmas time, and this is different. I mean, this is the purest form. It's not it's just incredible oil. And so if you're in the Christian belief, you know that Christ child received frankincense when he was born as a gift from the wise men. There's so much power behind the story of the frankincense oil. Now you can Google online doTERRA frankincense or doTERRA adaptive. You can Google any of these oils and do more research on them. There's so much power behind a lot of the studies out there. Now, fractionated coconut oil is what we call a base oil. This oil can be used definitely straight out of the bottle on your skin, in your hair, and people love this oil. I like to use it too for making my own blends or making my own roller bottles. for uh, different health needs. And so sometimes it's nice to have a roller bottle to use the product with. Deep blue stick.
Oh, the deep blue stick again. Deep blue is, I mean, for people that suffer from aches and pains, whether it be a sore back or a sore knee, or something along those lines. This is great because the stick has copaiba in it, which is another powerful oil, to alleviate muscle joint aches and pains. And besides like the cream, which is very popular, this you don't have to get any of the cream on your hands and wash them afterwards. You can just roll this directly on to the affected area. So it's very popular. I always have some with me, especially if I have to go out and play basketball or pickleball or something like that.
Yeah, Larry loves to play pickleball, which I think is a little dangerous once in a while. These guys
It's a
that
very fun sport.
I guess Shub got injured playing pickleball recently. So poor guy. I bet you he's using the deep blue, huh? Okay, so you guys, this is super exciting. We have the VMG, and the VMG stands for vitamins, minerals, and greens. And this is a sachet where you can take and get all the goodness. It's like I don't know. I just am so in love with this. Grab one of the sachets, Larry.
Okay.
And we do this nonstop every morning. It's the first thing. It's the maximum nutrition for energy. This is going to really light up your life. We love the oils, and guess what? These
Okay.
sachets actually include essential oils in them too. So you just take the sachet, open it up, put it in a shaker bottle, and drink it. You guys, this is a game changer.
It tastes really good too. I love the flavor.
I want to know who on this chat, put in the chat if you've taken the VMG yet, or I would like to know, please put a one in the chat if yes, and zero if you like have no clue what I'm talking about. Richard, good for you. I mean, if you have not taken this yet, I'm serious, this is a game changer.
You're
And
given everything your body needs, just like so quickly.
yep. And I used to think, oh gosh, another network marketing company with their stupid vitamins no, you guys, this is a non-negotiable for your doTERRA, for your health. And here we are talking about making changes in our life and being committed to our health. Like it's huge in antioxidant and DNA protection. It's really great for eye, brain, and nervous system. It's really healthy for inflammatory response. I mean, I have, with my food allergies, I can eat so many things now because my gut health is actually really helping support with the digestive support. I mean, I can go on and on and on about this. So, it's been out of stock. I'm just going to tell you, I think it's supposed to be available starting tomorrow. I talked to Sanjib about it, and it's just a huge, huge product that's coming to doTERRA, that you guys get to take advantage of in India now. And this is a game changer if you are doing the business for doTERRA. This is going to be something that is going to light up your life and your customers and your friends. So how does it help? Oh, I went backwards there. So it's going to be the foundation. It's easy to digest. There's nothing you can compare in the marketplace with this product. You can't compare it with other supplements because this has liposomal technology. It has essential oils in it, which when you take it, it's actually going to absorb into the cellular wall of your body, and you can actually feel the difference. And so there's nothing you compare. And I just want to say when people say, oh, it might be a little more expensive. Well, yeah, because the goodness there is like taking three other different supplements. So you got vitamins, you've got minerals, and you got these greens all in one connection. Now, if you go out to the grocery store or to the pharmacy to buy something, you're going to be buying three different things. And I'm going to tell you, they're not going to be absorbable or, yeah, is that a
Or
word?
quite nearly as effective as the VMG.
Yeah.
And for somebody like me who doesn't eat a lot of fruits or vegetables, this is what I depend.
Yeah, Larry, he doesn't like the green stuff on his plate,
No.
which, come on, buddy. Yeah. But this stuff here to replace it, well, it shouldn't really replace it, but it's actually really
But it's
enhancing it.
supplement. I mean,
Yeah,
it
supplementing.
takes care of it for me.
And this is just kind of gives you an idea because the liposomal technology, you're getting more vitamin C. It's 4.1 times more because of the bioavailability. You're going to get vitamin E 5.4 times more, the calcium, potassium. The lasting effects of this product is 8 hours. And so, wow, can you say that? I remember before we started doing doTERRA, I'm trying to be healthy. And so we would go buy some vitamins from the store and they would make me really nauseous. And there's because it's actually toxic to our body when they glue it together with glue that our stomach can't even break down. And you guys, this stuff here, your body is absorbing it right away. It's super incredible. Okay, now doing the VMG is great, but it's going to be even better if you take it with the EO Megas. Now the EO Megas are the uh, fatty acids that our product comes from the Nordic Sea, which is very fresh, pristine, and clean waters. And we added the wild orange essential oil to it to really maximize those absorption. And doTERRA did a bunch of studies. And with the study that they did when people started taking the E omegas, because of the liposomal technology with the wild orange, it makes you can actually take one of these pills and bite into it. Usually people, when they take a fish oil, they think, oh, it's very fishy tasting and nasty. Well, that's because it went rancid. doTERRA's fish oil will not go rancid because integrated it with the orange and it's protecting it, making it longer lasting. And when we take this, the studies have shown that it's increased our omega levels. It decreased the diastolic blood pressure. So people are improving in their blood pressures, and it's decreased the resting heart rate numbers, which you think, what? Well, if you're sitting around and your heart beats like 70 heartbeats a minute, can you imagine over a year's time how many extra heartbeats your heart is doing if it was, compared to 60 heartbeats a minute?
Mhm.
And that's um,
Just less
less
stress.
stress on the body. And so this is just an incredible thing. Now, I did a conversation at doTERRA convention in India, where my dad passed away with probably either stroke or heart disease. And so I have that in my family. And I went and got my blood work done a year ago and my cholesterol levels were a little bit up. And this is before the VMG came out in the marketplace. Actually, we just started taking it. And so over a year's time, I've taken the VMG and the omegas. And then I went back to the doctors before I came to India just to kind of see where my numbers were. And holy cow, they went down so much. My numbers improved so much. And I mean, that is a true testimony for me to share with you guys. I'm really super excited about that. So, okay, so it's good to do the VMG, but it's even better to bundle it with the E omegas. And so we're going to talk about this 90-day reset that we've been doing, and it's something that you can do anytime. So let's say you're brand new to doTERRA, you're just trying to absorb all the uses of the oils and all this stuff. Well, the 90-day reset, you can start anytime. And we actually started January 15th, and it's going through a different series of using the VMG and the E omegas bundled with a few of the oils and other products to help do a cleanse, help get our body back reset and feeling energized and better. So our goal is to transform your life. That's why we're doing this, right? That's why we're here today sharing with you the beautiful world of these essential oils and products. So the 90-day reset challenge is month one was in January, but if you didn't do it, you can start in February and bundling the VMG with the E omegas and then mapping it up with the Meta Power blend essential oil and the Digestion. And the Digestion is going to be working on the inflammation in the gut. The Meta Power is going to be working with supporting the energy and the detoxification because it has lemon essential oil, grapefruit, orange, and ginger, and so on. And then when you go to month two, which is starting now is February. So if you've been doing the 90-day reset, this is the kit you're going to want to purchase. It's the Zendocrine and the ginger oils that are bundled with it. And then just to let you know, month 3 will be the VMG, the Omegas Plus, the DDR Prime, and the turmeric essential oil. And so these are all designed to help work on different areas of your body and help you through this pathway of feeling better. So again, this is month 2 bundle. If you want to do a screenshot, this will be what the cost is here. And we look forward to you jumping on with us on this journey. And then here's month, oh, I guess I didn't put month 3 in here, or maybe it's a few slides later. Again, how do you use the VMG during this reset program? Now, Larry and I do a sachet and just water, and we have a shaker bottle, and then we use that to drink the rest of our supplements. So we here in the United States are a little bit spoiled. We have some of the other products that are going to be coming soon, like you're going to be looking forward to seeing the probiotics and the collagen and different products. And we're super excited about that. We know they're in testing right now. And but the VMG, just do that in the shaker bottle. Do it in the morning. I suggest taking it in the morning is the best time.
It's very easy to do it in the morning
Mhm.
and just put it in a shaker bottle with about 8 ounces of water and take it with
Mhm.
take a couple of the EO Megas.
Now Larry does a little extra for me. I love having blueberries. So he'll put it in a mixer or blender and mix blueberries and some protein powder with it
It's
too.
just an easy smoothie with just water and
Mhm.
some fruit, usually blueberries and strawberries,
Mhm.
and the and we'll just put the VMG in there.
Now, this is really important because, again, this is helping your body detox. And if you take this every month, every day, all the time, you guys, this is going to be helping with as we live our life and we do things to our body, we're out there breathing the toxic air and doing things around. It's always important to be continually releasing those toxins in your body. And so that's why it's part of the reset program as well. Now, the EO Megas, there's 3 pills that you want to take on a day. Um, Thank you, Pooja, for joining us. That's great. Thank you for letting us know. The E omegas are something that you can take 1 pill in the morning, one at lunch, one in the evening. But you guys, that's too much work for me. We just take it all at the same
Take
time.
it all in the morning.
Now you could take it at nighttime, you could take it in the morning, but just I would just make it easy. The whole goal behind this is to really map it with a habit so you do them. I cannot figure out why people aren't in the habit of taking supplements every day. And so really get into the habit with this 90-day reset, pairing it with other things that you're doing. So if you get up in the morning, you take a shower, you go eat some breakfast, put it next to your breakfast, right? Put it on your kitchen table so that you can remember to take this every morning.
Mhm.
The Zendocrine is what's going on this month in the second month of the 90-day reset. The Zendocrine is a beautiful blend again of essential oils to help with cellular support. It's going to help with the liver and help support all the different metabolic toxins that are clogging up your liver and your pancreas and everything. So really, you can put this in water. You can put it in a gel capsule. You can rub it on the bottom of your feet because remember we talked about 3 ways you can use these oils: topically, aromatically, and internally. And we prefer to take it internally just because it does have a cilantro and different things in there that I don't really care the taste of. So just drink it up that way. Now, the real important thing to note is our lymphatic system is the freeway or the river inside our body moving and circulating and collecting the toxins and moving them to the pancreas and the liver to move out of your body. And so moving and exercising and jumping up and down and being able to get your lymphatic system moving is real important. Okay, ginger. I love ginger. Actually, I never used to like ginger. I'm going to tell you that, to be honest with you, but I've grown to really like it. It's kind of a warming sensation. It's really just a wonderful oil. And this one, again, you can rub on your tummy, on your belly button. You can put on the bottom of your feet. You can put it in tea. I mean, there's lots of different ways you can use it. Again, you can use it in the morning and the evening. We're saying in the afternoon here on this screenshot, and you can aim yourself to use 4 to 8 drops. Now, one thing that we don't tend to talk about too much is 1 drop of essential oil is all your body needs, meaning it's like putting gas in the gas tank of your car. You drive around and then you use up the gas, right? Your body's going to use up that oil in 2 hours' time. So if you do 1 drop in your tea and then you go back for another cup of tea a couple hours later, put another drop in. And that is kind of giving your body that continual usage of using that oil and supporting that body. And so when we're saying 4 to 8 drops, if you put all of that in the cup at one time, it's going to be very, very strong. But your body's not going to use all the rest of those drops. It's going to waste it because it's too much for it to, it's overload. So think of that as well to
Kind of pace yourself.
pace yourself is better than more is not better. You guys tend to think more is better.
I do.
But yeah, Larry's that way, yeah. Okay, so then this is month 3. Just if you want to take a screenshot of this for down the road, that's great. And then I'm going to go to the next slide here. Now, if you're new today, how to get started. So we're just delighted to have you on here, and please let us know your questions as we go through this. But this is a kit. It's again, if you go to the website, we want you to reach out to the person who invited you today and tell them you're ready to get started with this foundational habit kit or the reset kit. And I'm going to show you some other kits here too. But this foundational kit, our VMG is out of stock right now. But I was told by Sanjib it will be in stock tomorrow. And so that's super exciting to know that we have another shipment or another a batch that's being delivered.
Such an
And
easy thing and an important thing to have on your LRP too.
yes, so Larry's talking about the loyalty reward program, and we'll go through that too here in just a second. So this is 11,917.50. When you join doTERRA, you actually get a wholesale membership. And so that is something really important to recognize that that wholesale membership is really why we do doTERRA too, so you get things cheaper. Here's the Healthy Experience Kit. This is a 5 ml bottle. We showed you a lot of pictures of a 15 ml bottle. A 5 ml bottle is 85 drops. A 15 ml bottle has 250 drops. And so it's a big difference between the volume you're getting for your price. This Healthy Experience Kit is all 5 ml bottles. And doTERRA is so smart, they bundled it together with all the most popular oils. So you have yourself a nice medicine cabinet of different oils to use and reach for. Here is the 15 ml bottle kit. It's exactly the same thing. You actually get a diffuser, the fractionated coconut oil. This is a beautiful, now this is a kit I started out with, and I really recommend everybody here that that is really what everybody should start out with. And you're getting 26,154 Indian rupees, so it's twice the amount of cost of the 5 ml here, right? But you're getting 3 times the volume. So this is a smart way to purchase these oils. Now, here's another kit that like a lot of naturopath doctors or people who have big families are really, this is a smart way to get started as well. And purchasing all these oils, you get the deep blue rub, you get the toothpaste that we talked about, and another nice wooden box, which is really cool, and the diffuser. Okay, now the smartest way to buy doTERRA is using the doTERRA Rewards program. This is doTERRA loves to reward people who buy every month. So when you just get started, you're purchasing a welcome kit. And if you decide the next month or when you get started on that VMG and you're going to be ordering every month, doTERRA is going to reward you by giving you product credit points back on your back office. So let's say you ordered 100 PV of product value. You're going to get 10% back in product credit points for the first 3 months of those orders. The next 3 months, it goes up to 15%. The next 3 months, it goes up to 20%. And after a year's time, you're going to be getting 30% back every single month you want to be ordering. I have to say that because I've noticed a lot of people will be going 6 months and then they accidentally skip a month. Well, it goes back down to 10% and you lose all of your points, you guys. So this is something that you want to keep maintaining that momentum and keep going forward with that. Now, sometimes if you order 125 PV between the 1st and the 15th of each month, you're going to get a free oil. And sometimes if you do 200 PV, you get a bigger free oil bonus. So keep an eye out for those benefits. Your upline, the person who invited you to join today to look at that, will give you more details in that respect. Now, I love doTERRA for a whole nother reason as well, not only for my health benefits, but because of all the incredible things that we do globally. And close to you guys, like in Nepal, when they had that big earthquake, doTERRA went up there and we actually support not only um, us getting the oils from the farmers, but we help support the farmers who are harvesting the oils. So, for example, in Nepal, that earthquake, we rebuilt the schools, we rebuilt a hospital, and we rebuilt some of the homes and stuff to be able to get people back on track. These are our farmers, and we love to take care of them. We've also, like where the turmeric is sourced in India, we actually built a hospital there and supporting that community with a food bank where people can go and get food every day. And I can't remember the number of people that we serve daily in that community, but it's incredible. So when you're purchasing a bottle of essential oil, you're not only benefiting your family, but you're benefiting the communities around the farmers who are sourcing those oils. You guys, you're giving back. This is a way you can make a huge impact for the world by buying these oils as well. So when you purchase the oils, you get a wellness lifestyle review. So when you purchase that kit, call your upline or they're going to schedule that and go over this lifestyle booklet and they're going to show you how to use the oils, go through all the different things again because we covered a lot today and I probably talk really fast. Our accent is probably a little hard to understand. So make sure you reconnect with the person who invited you, go over this lifestyle book, and and then we're also going to ask you, gosh, when you find that these oils work so well for you, you're gonna have a big mouth and you're gonna share with other people. That's what happened to me. I couldn't believe how incredible these oils worked. I worked in my body for years, since third grade, 40, 50 years of having bad stomach issues. And when these oils were the only thing that worked for me, I couldn't help but share. And wow, I made a big difference for my friends and my family. And so this is a share guide that gives you some ideas of how you can share them. And then maybe you might be also interested in making a huge impact globally, like we are. We are making a difference and building this as a lifestyle, as a journey to help share these oils globally. And if you're interested in that as well, by making an impact on your finances, then by all means, we'd be happy to have a conversation with you. And you can join us tomorrow at 8:30 time as well, where we're going to talk about the introduction to the business opportunity and how you can actually, by sharing these oils, actually use the income that you're making to pay for your products every month. Maybe you can use that income to pay for a new home. And it's up to you on how much you want to share and the lifestyle changes that you want to make by being a business partner with us. So again, we want you to reach out to the person who invited you today, and I'm here to ask any questions or answer any questions that you may have. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording so that you're not going to be all shy about asking questions. So thank you for joining us today.